student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from Hayes Gymnasium. In addition, tobacco products and alcoholic beverages are not permitted in the campus. Thank you for your cooperation with these policies. We will be in competition shortly. in Tigerville, South Carolina, on the campus of North Greenville University, where Christ makes the difference. Tonight's match features your Lady Trailblazers taking on the Warriors of Southern Wesleyan University in a Conference Carolinas matchup. Please rise and remove your caps for the invocation. And please remain standing as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather here today. We ask that you have your sovereign hand over this match, protecting these student athletes as they compete in a manner that's pleasing to you. May everything that we do be for your glory. It's in your name that we pray. Amen. Let's go ahead and meet tonight's starters. First for the visiting Warriors of Southern Wesleyan University. A senior, right side hitter, number 4, Katie Fulton. A sophomore, outside hitter, wearing number 6, Ainsley Stovall. A sophomore, middle blocker at number 9, Caitlin Baxley. A freshman, middle blocker, number 11, Riley Wolf. A junior, outside hitter, number 15, Michaela Andrus. A senior, libero at number 16, Kaylee Covey. And a sophomore, middle blocker at number 22, Sarah Mitchell. The head coach of Southern Wesleyan University is Miss Anna Collins in her 4th season with the Warriors. She's assisted by coaches Sydney Bellamy and Jimmy Lee. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your North Greenville University Trailblazers. A junior, outside hitter from St. Paul, Minnesota, number 2, Samantha Ball. A junior, setter from St. Paul, Minnesota, number 3, Allison Ball. A junior, libero from Easley, South Carolina, wearing number 5, Macy Gentry. A junior, libero from Woodbury, Minnesota, at number 8, Eleanor Crimmins. A junior, middle blocker from Fountain Inn, South Carolina, number 16, Anna Fidelki. A junior, middle hitter from Anderson, South Carolina, at number 20, Gabby Rice. And a sophomore, middle blocker from Lexington, South Carolina, wearing number 23, Reagan Thunderberg. The head coach of your Trailblazers is Mr. Greg Mosley in his 16th season with North Greenville. He's assisted by Coach Heather Foster.
Late Friday night in Conference Carolinas Volleyball. We are in Hayes Gymnasium here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. I'm Marco Gonzalez. I'd like to welcome you guys to this Conference Carolinas matchup between the Southern Wesleyan Warriors and the North Greenville Trailblazers. North Greenville coming into this one after winning 3-1 Tuesday night versus Lees McRae right here in a packed house in Tigerville. On the other hand, we have Southern Wesleyan coming into this matchup with 2 straight home wins. They picked up a wins versus Young Harris and Chowan at their place over the past week, and now they're going to try and come in here and upset North Greenville in this one. Southern Wesleyan with a 4-5 record on the year, 2-3 in conference play. North Greenville 6-7, played a couple more games out of conference and are 4-3 in conference play so far. So North Greenville got off to a slow start here in conference play, and they've gotten off to slow starts here in their home stands. So Coach Mosley, that's got to be an emphasis on his players tonight. Looking at the Southern Wesleyan side, Kaylin Chapman, the true freshman, leads the Warriors in kills this year. So looking for her to make a presence, as well as Michaela Andrus. Southern Wesleyan also got swept last year, so Southern Wesleyan trying to get some revenge as North Greenville swept them the last game of the regular season, 0-3, and then in the first round of the conference tournament, or in the round of the conference tournament, they played North Greenville, got swept as well. So some bit of revenge that the Warriors are going to try and get as we are just about set to get on our way. Should be a fun one. Packed house Friday nights. Tigerville campus right now is on fall break, but still, I would say a pretty good crowd considering there's not as many students on campus, and a lot of the students are student athletes who are now playing. We have football in action this weekend, soccer in action tomorrow, golf has a tournament as well. So again, a lot of sports going on here in North Greenville, and we have women's volleyball here tonight. So just entering the fall season, October is where a lot of the sports start to merge together. We're going to see a lot of play here. If you're a Conference Carolinas fan or just a fan of these two teams will be competing in a lot of sports over the next month. And we are set. Katie Fulton will get us on our way. Ball up to Rice. Rice immediately down the middle. And that's something North Greenville's going to have to look for. They have the size advantage with Gabby Rice, Reagan Funderburk, Anna Fidelki. And right there, they just find the middle. And Rice right away making an impact, getting the start tonight. So Coach Mosley electing to go with, we've seen him go with a couple different lineups here at home throughout the course of the first half of the season. That ball's over to Allison Ball. Samantha Ball's going to get on the outside now and just paints it out of bounds. So North Greenville, that was Eleanor Crimmins trying to set up Samantha Ball on the left side, unable to do so. And Tegan Foster, the junior right here from Travelers Rest, South Carolina, Travelers Rest High School, probably about a 16, 17-minute drive from here. She's on the serve. Allison Ball is going to get it to Fidelki. Fidelki on the outside, something we haven't seen too much of. And right there, painting it out of bounds, trying to get it in was Caitlin Baxley. And Baxley just leaves it a little too strong on the left side. So Samantha Ball will be serving now. North Greenville has an early 2-1 lead. We've seen a lot of crazy things happen in the home games this year for North Greenville. So something for sure to be looking for. The ball's up in the air on the outside, blocked. North Greenville scrambling for it and able to get that over was Michaela Andrus. So Michaela Andrus gets Southern Wesleyan back on the board, and we have a 2-2 ball game so far. On the serve now. Ball is back line. That was Mitchell. And Elise Smith, the freshman, she has made a difference for Coach Mosley and their crew on North Greenville side. Elise Smith, every time she's subbed in, started, whatever Coach Mosley has asked her to do, she has done it phenomenally so far. Very impressive stuff from the freshman this year so far as she gets that kill. Meanwhile, Fidelki blocks Wolf at the net, so trying to get that over Briley Wolf. That was a 6-2 on, I believe, 6-2 on 6-2, so that's even height right there, but Wolf is a freshman, and Fidelki's got a little experience on her. Former Conference Carolina's Freshman of the Year, as Crimmins is going to pick up an ace. So North Greenville looks like they're clicking on all cylinders so far early in this one. Crimmins serving now. Ball is controlled by Foster. Up in the air now to Baxley. Diving save and mistimed jump. Thunderbird tried to draw a blocker, did not get it across like she wanted, and right there, Southern Wesleyan's going to get that point going out. So you saw North Greenville there. Thunderbird tried to get Wolf in the front line off guard so she can free up somebody else. Did not end up working out. And now checking in to serve is Amaya Span. Amaya Span serving now. Low serve, able to get it back over. Good play by Samantha Ball, keeping it alive. Andres over on the left side. Over the outstretched arms of Fidelki. Very impressive stuff there. And Elise Smith down the line. Painted it beautifully. Nothing Tegan Foster could do about that. And North Greenville extends their lead 6-3 early in this first set. Madison Sherman now checking in. She's going to serve for the Trailblazers. Foster able to take care of that one. Getting it over is Andres now on the right side. Samantha Ball gets it over. Foster up in the air. And North Greenville just got caught off guard by that. Wolf did directly what Thunderbird just tried to do, trying to attract the blocker, and the mistimed jump ended up working out. And Southern Wesleyan gets a point on the board, making it 6-4. Michaela Andres. Scrambling for it again is North Greenville. All sorts of rotation going on the black side. White side, however, ball was tipped at the line. So good play there by Ansley Stovall. And Stovall, who just checked in, gets a point for the Warriors, and they're within one now. As North Greenville had the momentum, looks like Southern Wesleyan's kind of settled in here a little bit to this one. Playing here in Haitian-Asian, down the line again, back-to-back. Kills by Stovall. So Stovall early here in the first set, making a difference. Coach Anna Collins got to be satisfied with what she's seen so far. Girls able to settle into this one and be quite comfortable coming into a hostile environment here in Haitian-Asian as that one sails out of bounds. So North Greenville giving up 3 straight, and now Southern Wesleyan leads 7-6. On the back of Andres, who will continue serving for the Warriors. And Crimmins just hits it. And now a lot of communication going on North Greenville's side. Again, nothing to panic about. As not sure if you guys can see that on the camera screen, but it looks like there's some fans in the Southern Wesleyan audience that have a dog, and every time it's an ace, which we get another one here, that's back-to-back aces, they're going to put looks like a picture up on the screen. So that's back-to-back aces. It's right above the Southern Wesleyan bench, so if you can get a look at it, you can. But Andres putting on a show right now, an absolute clinic, as that is not aced, but good play there by Stovall getting it over. Edwards. And that's going to go to Southern Wesleyan again. So Southern Wesleyan with 6 straight points, and Coach Mosley just sitting there, feet crossed, seems nonchalant about everything that's going on, but at some point there's got to be a sense of urgency by this North Greenville squad, and the captains and the players got to talk things out and try and solve what's going on. You don't want that right there, as Elise Smith and Eleanor Crimmins ran into each other, and now Coach Mosley is going to take a timeout. So we're going to take a short break with them. 11-6 is your score. You're watching the Conference Carolina's digital network. Don't go anywhere.
The Conference Carolina's digital network, powered by Huddle, is the official digital network of Conference Carolinas. The digital network features the original live streaming programming from Conference Carolinas. The Conference Carolinas digital network is available online at conferencecarolinas.com/watch, as well as on platforms such as Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV. Mobile devices including iPhone, iPad, and Android will also work on the default web browser. Learn more and start watching now on conferencecarolinas.com/watch.
Back on the Conference Carolinas digital network here, where you are watching a great matchup right now between the Warriors and the Trailblazers. Just about set to get us back going after Coach Mosley and the Trailblazers called timeout. Southern Wesleyan on a 7-0 run. Just can't get really anything going. North Greenville, after their hot start, Elise Smith able to save that. Sherman tries to get it over to Wolf. Wolf now going down the line. A good eye by Crimmins, and that's going to go out of bounds. So Ellie Moore tried to squeeze that down the line right near the side judge, but she's right there to all over it. And now Elise Smith will serve. Down 4 are the Trailblazers now serving. Serve to the back line, tried to get it high. Could not. Ball over there to scramble, get it. Sherman sets up Funderburg. And that ball is tipped in the air, and North Greenville just lets it settle in the heart of the defense. Right down the middle, right where the U is. And now checking in to serve, it's going to be Kaylee Covey. North Greenville also making a substitution, Macy Gentry checking in for the first time. Crimmins and Gentry ran into each other. We see North Greenville a couple of times as Samantha Ball paints that beautifully. Little mid-air adjustment tap on that one. But North Greenville on the serves, they've ran into each other on the back line a little bit. Not as much communication as you probably like going on for the Trailblazers. And that was a great play by North Greenville, keeping it in. Southern Wesleyan thought they had the point. Now they do. Sarah Mitchell with the innovative, looked like she was going to hit it really hard, just barely tapped it. And now they're going to end up getting the points, as now serving for the Warriors once again is going to be Katie Fulton. She got the party started here in Tigerville. See if she can add to this 5-point lead for the Warriors. Sherman up in the air. Ball got a running start. And violation. Points going to go to North Greenville, so Southern Wesleyan a little too careless on that one. 13-9 is your score. Southern Wesleyan with a sizzling 278 hitting percentage right now. North Greenville below 200. So again, numbers got to go up if you're North Greenville. And Southern Wesleyan, they want to stay where they're at. As the lefty Allison Ball will serve. Fulton puts it up in the air and just soars it way over the line there with Stovall. We've seen her have a couple of really nice hits down the line. That one did not, however, make it in bounds. A little bit of an adrenaline rush, if you want to call it. As Andres gives over to Fulton. Fulton try to get to Mitchell. Mitchell didn't get it high enough on the net. Now it's 3 straight points for the Trailblazers, and they're right back into this one, down by 2. Allison Ball serving. That's definitely somebody you want serving if you're Coach Mosley in this situation. And the North Greenville Trailblazers staff, as right there, Caitlin Baxley had something to say about that. Got it to the middle, as North Greenville, I feel like they have to emphasize that tonight with Rice and Fidelki right now in the game. But Baxley had something to say about that, and Tegan Foster will do the honors serving. Up by 3 halfway through this first set. Ball up in the air to Rice, and Rice right there to take care of things just like it started. Rice adding on to her stats with that hit. Again, didn't attack a blocker. She hit that so quick that Baxley couldn't even jump, and that's something North Greenville's got to take advantage of with Fidelki and Rice in the middle. With their length and their wingspan, they have a huge advantage in the middle. Over on the outside of Fidelki, and right there getting up is Michaela Andres. Southern Wesleyan crowd loves it. And Andres, with all of her 5'8" frame, gets up and blocks Fidelki. Looked like Fidelki just hit that one a little more downward than she wanted. And Andres gets a tip and going to serve. The Warriors, Crimmins Gets it over to Lee Smith. She's got to get it over and does. Mitchell's going to set up Andres over there. Hits the top of the ceiling and looked like that ball was saved. Looks like the officials might discuss this. It was a great play, I believe, by Allison Ball to keep that in the air. She put her palm up, or she had her hand on the ground, palm up, and I believe that ball hit her palm. Should have stayed in play, but the officials said otherwise. We do have that ball's going to go out, so maybe ball doesn't lie moment there. Who knows? But we are at a different angle now. We are now down near the floor. The camera's still up top. So a little bit of discretion on the view, but let them be that those points cancel out. It's going to be 13-16 Southern Wesleyan. As Southern Wesleyan, that's going to go across now is Michaela Andres. And despite only having 2 kills in this, she's made an impact so far, done a number of different things. Stovall has 4 for the Warriors so far. But that's got to fire North Greenville up. If you face some type of adversity like that, you obviously want to try and find a way to respond in a big way, and obviously going to try and do that as almost another ace happened. We almost saw another dog be put up on the fence over there in the Southern Wesleyan sideline. Allison Ball over to Lee Smith. We got a little rally going here. Andres puts it up, and no one home as Andres kind of just let that one droop over, almost like a rainbow arc. Came straight down, hit the U once again. So Southern Wesleyan has definitely found something in the middle of North Greenville's middle back line, and they're taking advantage of it as Crimmins hits that one in the air. Thunderberg and Allison Ball get that beautifully to go. A little set spike action as they're going to bring the lead down to 4. Southern Wesleyan, however, only 7 points away from taking this first set. Madison Sherman will serve. Span up in the air. Andres on the back line. Sherman sets it to Elise Smith now, and the freshman, once again, every time they've needed a big point, they go to the freshman, Elise Smith, and with authority, she puts North Greenville within 3. Great set by Madison Sherman there, making that possible for Elise Smith to connect. Span over to Andres. Andres blocked but out of bounds, so Thunderberg and Nedwards were both there, but to no prevail are the Trailblazers, and now they find themselves with a 4-point hole, getting a little bit late in this set. I definitely want to try and make a run, as you have Andres, who was serving at the 7-point run for the Warriors. Obviously want to try and repeat that to try and end the set, as right there finds a gap, hits the pole, and that ball's going to go into the crowd, as once again on that side was Ellie Moore. I believe that's her first kill of the day. And North Greenville, Coach Mosley, they're going to take another timeout. 20-15 is your score. Southern Wesleyan 5 points away from taking this first set. Back on the Conference Carolinas digital network for these lasting moments here in the first set. Michaela Andres getting us back on our way. 20-15 is your score. Southern Wesleyan leads. They've been in control pretty much all the sets, as that ball comes right over to us, as Michaela Andres will be serving once again. Ball just sails out of bounds. So 21-15 is your score as Andres will serve once again. Crimmins, we got to get low for that one as Lee Smith having to adjust for that. Good play by Spahn on the back line. Getting that over Moore got that over Thunderbrook, and Edwards just hits the net. So North Greenville, both timeouts have not come out and responded in the way that Coach Mosley probably wanted them to, and they're suffering on it as down 7, scrambling now to try and save this first set. Edwards over the ball. Ball's got to get it over. She does. Spahn gets it over to Wolf, and Spahn and Wolf connect on that one. Southern Wesleyan, it almost seems like a home matchup right now, how quiet the North Greenville crowd is and how loud the Southern Wesleyan crowd is. They have a good amount of fans here. It is almost split even as that ball is going to go over. No reason for, I believe, Stovall to touch that there. And now 1 point away from taking this first set. Southern Wesleyan on that run. Michaela Andres on the backbone of it once again. And 15-24 is your score. That ball almost ended up in another ace. And Andres on the back line tried to get there, could not. So 24-16 is your score. Probably don't mind that if you're Coach Anna Collins and the Warriors, as you're up by 8 right now. And North Greenville's got to make a heroic run to even have a shot at this set. Macy Gentry. Put it up in the air now. Got to get something going. North Greenville, last gasp here. And Stovall right there, down the line, takes care of the first set, puts a knot in it, puts a bow in it as we're going to go to break. Southern Wesleyan all over the first set. 25-16, 1-0 set lead to Southern Wesleyan. We'll be back in about 3 minutes for the start of the second set on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Don't go anywhere.
Trailblazers student athletes, be sure to check in at tonight's game on the Helper app using the QR codes posted around the venue. Let's do our part to increase community and competition among North Greenville University athletics.
Back on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network here for the start of the second set in Hayes Gymnasium. If you're just tuning in, Southern Wesleyan was able to take that first set. They had all the control, all the momentum, as they do now going into the second set. North Greenville got out to an early 6-3 lead, and from there it was a 22-9 run by Southern Wesleyan off the backs of Ansley Stovall. Michaela Andres made a heck of some plays out there. Briley Wolf as well in the middle was kind of giving Rice and Fidelki some trouble, as you would think Fidelki and Rice with their frames and their length would be dominating in the middle. However, it has not been that way. We've seen a lot of blocks by the Warriors result in points for themselves as coming off of their spikes. So again, some North Greenville will have to fix, as we are just about set. Allison Ball will get us on our way. Down 1-0. Southpaw will get us going here. As that ball is up. Rice right there. Again, this set now starts exactly the same as the first set did, with Rice just in the middle getting an easy one, rising up and pretty much just slam dunking that one down on the ground, giving North Greenville the first point of this set. And once again, looked like they were complaining about 4 hits, but Rice puts an end to that. Heard Gentry yelling 4-4-4. But right there, Rice with back-to-back kills, giving North Greenville a 2-0 lead. Looks like North Greenville might have woken up a little bit. They're a lot more vocal as Fidelki saves that one. Rice tried to sneak that one in and unable to do so. On the Southern Wesleyan side, they hit it out of bounds. And a 3-0 lead now for North Greenville, courtesy of Gabby Rice. Gabby Rice has made the difference in this early second set. Freeman saves on the back line. Good hustle by her. Fidelki tried to get it across, paint it on the right corner. Could not. Back to back, trying to do it. Rice tries to set up Fidelki. Fidelki gets it over. Good adjustments. A little bit of a rally going. Stovall hits it down the line. Now to Fidelki, tipped at the line. Ball set up to Baxley. Ball over to Samantha Ball, the dynamic duo of Samantha and Allison Ball. Defeats Southern Wesleyan on that one. What a rally and what a finish. Allison Ball to Samantha Ball. The double ball connection lives on here in Hayes Gymnasium. 4-0, and that's going to be an ace for Allison Ball, as when she serves, there's good things that happen for North Greenville, and unfortunately she can't serve every point, but right now it's 5-0, and Southern Wesleyan finds themselves down in a deep, deep hole to start this second set. Backside now as Stovall gets it across from Fulton. Now Samantha Ball once again. When she gets a running start and the ball's hit or set very well as Gentry scrambles. It's hard to stop her. Fidelki tries to get it over. Unfortunately does not. Just an awkward angle she had to take in order to even try and get that one over. And Southern Wesleyan will finally get on the board. 5-1, your score here early. Tegan Foster will serve for the Warriors. Fidelki is blocked at the line. And Southern Wesleyan get that back. That was a great up there by Sarah Mitchell and Caitlin Baxley. Foster will serve once again. And that one sails a little bit out, so Southern Wesleyan wants to come back, being down early in the second set. They got to avoid those mistakes and those errors, as North Greenville is yet to hit it out or have hit the net on a serve. Hopefully no jinx here, as Fulton's going to put it up in the air all the way across the net to Andres. She's going to give it again to Andres. It doesn't work. Why not try it again? But Fidelki right there says, no, 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 not today, as Anna Fidelki gets up, gets that one up and over the side of Andres. She thought she had another look. Andres has been a difference maker so far in the front of the net for the Warriors, but unable to get it there. Fulton's going to put it across. Looked like she was going to set. Andres did not. She just got it straight over, so good play by her. Ball still going. Fulton over to Andres. Now they're going to try it. Over to Allison Ball. Gentry setting up Fidelki. Fidelki across the line. Controlled by Fulton. Baxley's going to be set. Freeman and Rice are right there. So Rice, again, making a presence known. Gentry with a diving scramble. Wow, what a play by Gentry there. Mitchell gets it across. Andres finally puts an end to that one. Wow. Michaela Andres gets that one to the right side. You saw Macy Gentry and Freeman all scrambling on North Greenville's side, but better hustle, better play there. Might not get it done as they're going to come. Southern Wesleyan's going to come away with that point as the ball hit the light just a tad bit. And right there, Wolf gets the momentum back for Southern Wesleyan. The crowd right back into it. They were a little demoted, or say just a little bit melancholy after North Greenville had the first 5 points. And now Southern Wesleyan a little bit of a run of their own. Almost hit the basketball poles, but Samantha Ball was able to get it over. Ball over on line. It didn't hit anybody in North Greenville. It hit the net. Caitlin Baxley tried to get it over. Could not. So now Macy Gentry will serve. Gentry, a junior from Easley, South Carolina, out of Pickens High School, not too far from this Tigerville campus. Gentry serve. Little lightning rocket right over the net. And Samantha Ball with a great save. Had to save it. That ball would have been perfect in the corner. And Fidelki with a one-foot runner, gets that one back line right where Andres was. And Andres and the Warriors find themselves down by 5 here. 9-4 is your score. Macy Gentry serving. Pulling up in the air. Baxley gets it over. Allison Ball's going to set up Freeman on the outside. Ball was deflected. Freeman's got to scramble for it. Fidelki now getting it over. Resetting. Southern Wesleyan's got to get some here. Was blocked at the line by Fidelki. Freeman down the line. Andres gets it over. Ball setting up Fidelki, and great play there by Reagan Funderburk attracting Wolf. So Fidelki had that one-on-one on the outside, and Southern Wesleyan's going to take a timeout. Beautiful execution there by North Greenville as they are up 10-4. We're going to take a break on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. 10-4 is your score. Southern Wesleyan, however, leads 1-0. Coming back from break on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network, Macy Gentry will get us set. See if Coach Collins can inspire the Warriors to make a little comeback coming out of the timeouts here. Andres controls that little give-and-go action with Fulton, and right there, Funderburk and Fidelki. Now their presence is known in the middle. It's got to be, as Fidelki seems like every single point we are calling her name out. 11-4 is your score. Gentry sails that one. It's going to go in, so that's going to be an ace. Looked like Foster and Covey were right there trying to figure out if that was going to be in or not. It was. Not sure by how much. Again, we don't have that high angle anymore here at the broadcast area. Looked like it was close, though. Meanwhile, Gentry up in the air to Freeman on the outside. Controlled by Covey. Fulton's going to get it to Foster. Foster gets it over. Allison Ball. Funderburk. That time she did attract the blocker, but it doesn't matter. Anna Fidelki just squeezes it right in between Wolf and Baxley. And the front line for North Greenville right now working beautifully. especially that duo of Funderburk and Fidelki in the middle and outside. So Southern Wesleyan's got to get a point here to try and get that rotation out. As Ball gets it to Samantha Ball, the double ball connection doesn't work there. And that ball is tipped at the line. Finally, Briley Wolf gets Southern Wesleyan back in the positive column. 13-5 is going to be your score now. North Greenville, after all that, though, they have a commanding 8-point lead. They're already halfway through this second set. Gentry on the ground for that one. Freeman blocked at the line, just sits at the net. Funderburk saves it. Freeman's going to get another shot at it. Ends up drooping it over. Different sort of attack. And great play there by Gentry. Looked like that one had hit the ground initially as is, but that was Ellie Morin saying to Freeman, anything you can do, I can do better. The junior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, getting the best of Haley Freeman there on the outside. Funderburk hits the net, so just a little bit delayed. It looked like she hit that on the way down. So North Greenville with two back-to-back avoidable errors that they could have easily not had, and now find themselves only up by 6. Gentry's going to get to Freeman. Freeman now a little too much sauce on that one, as 13-8 is going to be your score. Southern Wesleyan hasn't had to do as much. These haven't really been rally points. They've just been some mistakes by North Greenville that, again, could be avoidable, and they don't have to put themselves through. Right now they're going to go to Fidelki, and once again, Fidelki sails it out. Looked like they were trying to call for a tip, but it looked like she just overhit that one. So 4 straight points now by Southern Wesleyan. And North Greenville only up by 4. Spawn serving on a little bit of a run. And Fidelki's got to get it over. It's going to go out. So once again, North Greenville gives up a very erratic points. And 13-10 is going to be your score. We're going to take a short break. Southern Wesleyan just like that. Back into this one on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Back from break here, 13-10, our score. Southern Wesleyan on a big run of their own after North Greenville's 5-0 start. Allison Ball is going to get it to Fidelki. Fidelki, Spawn gets it back. Blocked to the line. Freeman blocked it, able to get it back up in the air. Fidelki over to Spawn once again. Now backside to Andres. Andres down the line. It was deflected. And out of the timeout, Coach Mosley and the Trailblazers can't get anything out of it. Southern Wesleyan continues this avalanche. 13-11, your score. Down by 8 just a second ago, and now with their third service error of the night, gives North Greenville the ball back and just halts all that momentum they just had. Eleanor Crimmins will sub in. Different jersey color this time around, as Gentry is now a libero. Crimmins in her regular suit, as right there, Wolf gets it right back. for Southern Wesleyan. That almost looked too easy. Nobody with any sort of urgency on North Greenville's side. And right now, Old Mo, he was on North Greenville's side. And right now he is shifted back to Southern Wesleyan's side here, middle of the second set, as North Greenville can get nothing going. They've almost come to a screeching halt. Spawn over to Moore. Moore gets it back line to Samantha Ball, and that's something they try to do is go from left to right and attack that right side of North Greenville's defense quickly. And it's every time it seems like Samantha Ball or Macy Gentry or Crimmins, for that matter, all in the back line have had to scramble to get over there to match that Southern Wesleyan opponent. And now that's going to be another ace, so that means another dog up near the Southern Wesleyan bench, as Southern Wesleyan has come all the way back to tie this up at 14 apiece. Very, very quick comeback. It was 11-4. At one point, 12-4, I believe. And Southern Wesleyan just been on a scorching run. That one is out. Funderburg tried to get it to the right corner, and she could not paint it. So now North Greenville loses the lead. Again, we've seen so many comebacks. We've seen so many leads given up here by North Greenville or their respective opponents, and now North Greenville on the worst side of that right now. Gentry, Crimmins run into each other. Freeman with authority. That ball is still in play, however. Good adjustment by the Warriors. Ball up in the air. No double hit on that one as it was blocked. And right there, splitting it down the middle, Ellie Moore gets it through Freeman and Funderburg. Coach Mosley is going to take another timeout. So 14-16 is your score. Southern Wesleyan leads. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. We'll see if North Greenville can make a comeback or Southern Wesleyan will do more of the same. Back here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Michaela Andrus will get us back on our way. Allison ball to Funderburg, and once again, just like we saw before, Funderburg just hits it maybe inches to the right of the out-of-bounds line, so it's going to result in another point for the Warriors. 17-14 your score. Freeman looks like she's just blocked by the net. 14-18 is your score as Freeman will check out. Emma Otto will check in. So Freeman makes that point, checks out, gets maybe a short break as Otto will come in to serve. And Wolf right there responds beautifully. Hits it right back at Otto. Otto unable to get to it. So 15-18 is your score. It looked like North Greenville had some spark after that Freeman hit, so Freeman trying to fire him up as she checked out, see if that ends up working. Otto puts that one up in the air. Funderburg looks like back-to-back. Funderburg and Sarah Mitchell, 5'10", getting up and over with Reagan Funderburg, the 6-footer. 15-19 your score. Southern Wesleyan 4 points away from taking the second set. Or 4-point lead, 6 points away, from taking this second set. And that ball painted in the left corner. That's going to be another ace, giving Southern Wesleyan a 5-point lead. This has been a tremendous run, down 12-4. This has been a 16-3 run by Southern Wesleyan since. In any sport, it's a game of runs. And this run by Southern Wesleyan, pretty much the last 2 sets, has been tremendous. As Crimmins scrambles over. Allison Ball trying to find Samantha Ball. As great save there by Spawn. So North Greenville's got to get another crack at it. They're going to go right back to Samantha Ball. And if it doesn't work once, why not try it again? Samantha Ball usually is able to deliver something positive for North Greenville. Does so there, picking up her 4th kill of the night. North Greenville with 18 kills, 4 each by Samantha Ball, Elise Smith, Fidelki, and Gabby Rice. That ball is now sitting up in the air, and Rice right there just dunks it right home over Mitchell and Stovall. So North Greenville getting a little bit of momentum. That's back-to-back points by the Trailblazers. Andres now over to Stovall, and it looked like that ball did not get tipped and is out of bounds. Now you see Coach Collins out of her seat on Southern Wesleyan's side. Coach Mosley again still with his feet crossed. Seems nonchalant about this. Trusts his ladies to get this done. Mount this comeback as Southern Wesleyan did earlier in the sets. Rice paints it right there, and Gabby Rice is going to force Southern Wesleyan to call a timeout. What a play there by Gabby Rice. She's been everywhere these last couple points, and North Greenville finds themselves down by 1. 4-0 little run. We'll be right back on the Conference Carolina's digital network for the finish of this second set. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. Back on the Conference Carolina's digital network for the finish of this second set. Thunderberg almost got an ace there. Scrambling forward now, Southern Wesleyan able to get to it. Ball over to Rice. They're going to just feed the machine. Gabby Rice, non-stop locomotive coming through here. 2020 is your score. What a year that was. Gabby Rice, number 20, all over this set. What a coincidence. Tie game here. We are in for a fun finish to this second set. Otto gets it up in the air. Allison Ball with the left. What a play there by Allison Ball. Completely unexpected by the Warriors. And 6 straight points now for the Trailblazers. Give them the lead back. So we had 5 straight followed by 6 straight by each respective squad. Spawn gets it over. And Rice again on the floor, in the air, through the ball, just everywhere. Keeps that alive for North Greenville. Ball, jump, adjustment. I don't know. I couldn't even describe to you what she just did to keep that in play. Unfortunately, it does not work out as Sarah Mitchell with emphasis right over to Eleanor Crimmins. But Allison Ball almost ran into the pole, had to jump midair adjustment to even get that ball back in play and back to where a North Greenville teammate of hers could even hit it to the other side. Great play there. Unfortunately, does not work out. That one just skies the roof as Samantha Ball is blocked. They're going to give it right back to Samantha Ball, and she just pushes it out. Looks like that ball was tipped, and they're going right back and forth. The official, looks like the line judge said that was deflected. Probably like to see a little bit more confidence out of the line judge on the hit, but it looked like the head official thought it was Southern Wesleyan's point, and deferring was the line judge, so they're obviously going to follow the line judge, and now North Greenville will serve up by 1, 22-21. Ball up in the air now to Stovall. Ball over to Fidelki now. Fidelki was tipped at the line. Ball just drips down. Nobody home in the middle front for the Warriors. And now the Trailblazers with Allison Ball serving. We saw what she did before serving. 2 points away from taking this second set from the Warriors. The Warriors had a 5-point lead, 20-15. They've seen it disappear and decimate in a blink of an eye. Now have to get something here as the 6'2" frame of Anna Fidelki right there puts that point away. Gives North Greenville an advantage of 3 and 1 point away from claiming this second set. Allison Ball serving. Little drooper. Great adjustment on the serve by Ball to get that even in where she wanted to. Rice, and how fitting. Gabby Rice puts an end to the set. It was the Rice show at the end of the second set. North Greenville takes it 25-21. We are all knotted up at 1 apiece. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes for the start of the third set. You're watching the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Beginning, it was super hard being away from my family, from all my friends, but now I think it was the best opportunity I ever had in my life. As an international student, I'm always pursuing to be the best version of myself. Tennis taught me how to be resilient and how to never give up. The people I met at NGU, they're the most warming and welcoming people I ever met. I'm Naomi Sakakibara and I'm a Trailblazer.
Back here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. We are just about set for the third set. As looking at the stats right now for both sides, Southern Wesleyan dropped significantly in hitting percentage. They dropped from 364 all the way down to 109. So they went down to below North Greenville's average, and that's pretty much what cost them the second set. They just couldn't execute down the stretch on anything, as Rice almost repeated what was happening in the first and second sets. As you see Fidelki in the back line. Never mind. I am standing corrected as Gabby Rice. Right there, that was out of just a spontaneous reaction as Gabby Rice, once again, the inevitable. Gabby Rice is always going to get the first point for North Greenville in this matchup. It's been 3 for 3, if you would have guessed, so far, as Andres gets that one over. So what a performance by Rice there at the end of the second set. And the start of this set, Samantha Ball comes flying in. Little Michael Jordan-esque coming in, just flying through the net and delivering a blow right to the right corner of Southern Westland side. As Allison Ball droops that one down, so great spin and touch on that serve. It's going to give North Greenville a quick 3-0 lead. As, again, she got North Greenville out to a quick 5-0 start. As a little bit too much power there was gonna happen. It looked like Gentry and Otto were trying to scramble for it, but Carson Haley puts that one down for the Warriors. 3-1 is your score. Foster up to Ball now. Samantha Ball blocked at the line by Andres. And a big smile on her face. She gets Southern Westland right back within striking distance, within 1. Foster serve is up. Allison Ball over to Rice, and Rice just got it stuck. It looked like right in between Haley and the net. And again, Rice has been a machine. She has 10 kills on the night. I would say 5 of them have come within the last 10 minutes of real time. She's just been a force to be reckoned with. And there's been no answer to her on the Southern Westland side over the past 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And right there is going to be a violation on North Greenville. Looked like Fidelki realized what she'd done. It was on Fidelki. So now Sarah Mitchell will serve for the Warriors. Down 4-3. And that one sails out, so a little too much adrenaline as Sarah Mitchell sails that one out, giving North Greenville a 5-3 lead. She's going to check out and give the Southern Westland bench a little bit of energy as Jim's grown a little quiet on both sides. That hits the basketball pole, and it's going to be a double hit on Tegan Foster. So it was not the beam, or if you want to call it the silver beam, from the basketball goals connecting to the roof of Hayes Gymnasium. Again, this gym is over, this building perhaps is over 75 years old, so it's been used a lot over the years. As scrambling for it on the back line, it's going to be the Warriors, and 7-3 is going to be your lead now for the Trailblazers. Gentry has given the Warriors a couple of problems back-to-back points here on the serve, so Gentry will try and do it for the 3rd straight time. Again, it's another liner. Foster able to handle that time. They're going to give it right down the middle to Carson Haley, and there's the Southern Westland crowd. We hear the bench. So Haley giving them a upmost upbeat energy that they needed, or some of it at least. And now Amaya Span will come in to serve. Down 7-4 in this one. Span. Now Freeman tried to get it across 2 blockers, could not. Andres, meanwhile, sails out of bounds, almost hits a fan. One of our well-known fans here, Miss Leslie. Over near where the student section would be, not really looks like from here. Don't see many heads in the student section tonight as, again, North Greenville on fall break. So again, a lot of students at home enjoying their times with their families, times with friends, as we coming into the home stretch, or the middle stretch of the first semester, as North Greenville gets that point violation on Southern Westland. Eleanor Crimmins will do the honors and serve. Kerman's serve is up. Controlled by the Warriors. Over the outside to Moore. So Allison Ball right there with the left. She does it again. We saw her do that to give North Greenville a lead late in the second set. Just kind of reaches up and not really setting it over, but almost spiking, killing it over. She gets on the board there. And right there, Ellie Moore just not able to get it over. So now Southern Wesleyan finds themselves down 4-11. And they're going to take another timeout. So Coach Collins will take a time here to talk to her ladies. 11-4 is your score on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. North Greenville with all the momentum right now. Lead 11-4.
Trailblazer fans, continue the support of all of our student athletes throughout the remaining semester and upcoming spring sports. You can find all athletic schedules at NGUathletics.com. Using Instagram, be sure to follow the North Greenville Athletics on Instagram at NGU Athletics for the latest behind-the-scenes photos of your North Greenville Trailblazers. You can also follow all NGU Athletics teams on Facebook or via our website at www.nguathletics.com.
Back on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network as Crimmins will serve once again. North Greenville has an 11-4 lead as Freeman tried to add to that. Could not. Andres gets it across. Samantha Ball on the back line. Scrambling forward. Gets it. Freeman tried the back line once again. Could not. Andres hits it out. So Southern Wesleyan, their hitting percentage plummeting. Now North Greenville almost with a better attacking wise. They now have more kills. They were at one point I looked over and Southern Wesleyan had probably about 7 or 8 more kills than the North Greenville. Now North Greenville has more by 2. 29-27 in that department. Andres up in the air. Freeman got up to tip that. Moore gets it over. Allison Ball to Funderburg. They tried to get that off-beat, little off-rhythm type hit over, and Funderburg just got blocked in the air. Good awareness by Briley Wolf, the freshman from Bourne, Texas. She's held her own so far in this one near the middle. Again, Rice out of the game right now. There's been no answer for Rice as North Greenville able to save that running into the bench there were a couple of North Greenville members. That's where that ball, where that serve took him as Samantha Ball just mishits it. That's going to go to Southern Wesleyan. So again, points like that you really don't want to give Southern Wesleyan because they can get right back into it as they've proved. They've came back down in the first set to just completely take control of the game. But North Greenville responded right there in the second set as right there it's Wolf and Moore both in there on the front line of the net. And now Coach Mosley, sensing that this might happen again, is going to call a timeout. So good timeout there by Coach Mosley. We're going to take a short timeout with them. 12-7 is your score here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Back on the Conference Carolinas digital network here as Michaela Andrus will get us back in action. 12-7 our score. North Greenville had a big lead. And right now, Southern Wesleyan on the brink of a comeback as Briley Wolf stops that runner. We've seen Fidelki connect on a lot, but Funderburg unable to do the same as 12-8 is now your score. They've cut this lead in half. It was 12-4 at one point. Now it is 13-8. So waiting right there. Haley Freeman picks that one up. Going to go down as her second kill of the night. Set up beautifully there by ball on the outside. So Emma Otto will check in once again. She will serve for Trailblazers. Auto serve low and up. And right there, Crimmins. Look like that one. Line judge on the right. Line judge on North Greenville side pointed out, or pointed in. Line judge on Southern Wesleyan side pointed out. They're going to go with out, as Crimmins did not hit that. So North Greenville will get that point, making it 14-8. Spawn over to Stovall. Gentry up in the air, and Funderburg once again hits the net. So middle of the second set, Funderburg trying to get that little hit going that she has with Allison Ball, the off-rhythm one, trying to attract less blocker and have more space to hit it, or I guess more vision to see where she wants to hit it, but unable to connect with it so far. At least the last couple of times as Allison Ball sets up Samantha Ball here. Ball's up in the air, hits the ceiling, comes over here, near there, and Andrus unable to get over, so 15-9. Just score. Andrus, great hustle, almost ran into the table here. This table's right off to the side. Honestly, not sure if it is visible from the camera angle, but nonetheless, 15-9 is your score. North Greenville got that point as Southern Wesleyan was unable to get it to the side. Rice comes in, almost picks up right back where she left off. They're going to go to her once again, and just a little too far on that one. Gabby Rice sails it out of bounds on the back right corner. So Southern Wesleyan will get the serve back. It's going to be Katie Fulton, the senior from Summerville, South Carolina, trying to put a dent into this North Greenville lead. Up by 5 right now. Ball's up near the net. Ball right there. That ball's going to sail out. So Allison tried to go to Samantha, and Rice attracted one of the hitters. It was a 1-on-2 on the outside with Samantha Ball and Mitchell and Stovall, and right there, no tip at the line. Samantha Ball just hits it a little bit too far out of bounds. It was right there. Good communication by Emma Otto and Eleanor Crimmins, calling that one out of bounds. As we've seen both teams now on those serves that are get close to the edge of out of bounds and or being close to in or out, they run into each other and it's a little mishits. So right there, good communication as right there, Allison Ball is going to pick up another ace. So Allison Ball, she only has 3, but it seems like those 3 have come at very important times and they've been very crucial. Almost seems like she has more, but just goes to show how effective serving she's been so far, as another rotation error by North Greenville. It's going to give a point to Southern Wesleyan. So again, if you're North Greenville, you don't want to give that up, because a point like that with a couple of action rally points can give Southern Wesleyan some momentum and get them right back into this one. 5-point lead is not insurmountable at all, by all means. We've seen it get overtaken 3 different times in this match alone. Right there, Anna Fidelki gets it right back. She's a little frustrated at the rotation calls that the officials been calling on her specifically, and right there took that frustration out on that kill and gets it to go for North Greenville. Samantha Ball up by 6, 18-12. Folding up in the air to Andres. Gentry scrambling. Now Fidelki gets it across. It wasn't intentional, but gets it across the line, and North Greenville building a 7-point lead is going to cause Coach Collins to call a timeout. 19-12 was your score on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Don't go anywhere.
on the Helper app using the QR codes posted around the venue. Let's do our part to increase community and competition among North Greenville University athletics.
Coming out of the timeout, North Greenville just now getting back onto the court, up by 7. Coach Mosley and his ladies had a lot to say, however. Southern Wesleyan was out here quick. As right there, it looks like it paid off as Samantha Ball is going to get another ace on the board for the Trailblazers. Be her first of the evening. 20-12 is your score. 8-point lead, 5 points away from taking this third set. Pulling up in the air now to Mitchell on the backside and just mishit it. Not enough power on that one. So 21-12 will be your score. Samantha Ball statistically has not had the numbers she usually puts up, but again, as Freeman reaches up and gets that one, she's been making a difference as always here for the Trailblazers. And Freeman getting going now. Picks up that one. So should be 2 points away for North Greenville. Still going to be 3. It's 22-12 is your score. Fulton over now to Haley. And Freeman blocked. That one's going to land out. Very close on the line right there. Line judge right there all over it. And Samantha Ball will be serving now with an 11-point lead. North Greenville trying to put Southern Wesleyan away here in this third set. And right there is going to be an error. So last gasp, probably if you're the Warriors right here, as Coach Mosley on the court giving Haley Freeman a tip. Serving is going to be Faith Paxton, checking in for the first time. Junior out of Bluffton, South Carolina, from Bluffton High School. Serves it over to Gentry. Ball up in the air to Fidelki. Fidelki tries the runner and is blocked by Andres. And we've seen Fidelki connect on that a couple times, but whenever Andres is there, it's been denied. And again, Andres is only 5'8". So very impressive stuff from Andres. She plays well when she plays in North Greenville. Last year among Southern Wesleyan's best players as well. And continuing to show up like that again as Freeman paints it right in the middle, right in the heart of Southern Wesleyan's side, right near that end. And now 1 point away. 24-14 is your score. North Greenville from taking this third set and taking a 2-set-to-1 lead in this matchup. Gentry serves it, and that one's going to land out. So quite literally now the last gasp for the Southern Wesleyan Warriors. As coming in to serve is going to be Amaya Span. Ball up in the air now to Fidelki. Fidelki trying to put it away. Foster scrambling for it. Moore gets it across the Ball. Ball up in the air now to Freeman. Freeman tried it, and that one's going to land inbound. So Southern Wesleyan with some hope here as North Greenville looked like that. They wanted it called out. Line judge again right there. Able to see it very clearly. Spahn will serve now. Gentry up in the air to Ball. Ball to Funderburg. They're trying to get that off-hit connection. It worked there. And Freeman blocks more. And Haley Freeman down the stretch put North Greenville on her back and took care of things for the Trailblazers. 25-16 your score in that third set. North Greenville one set away from taking this matchup. They're up 2-1 here. We're going to be back in about 2.5 minutes for the beginning of the fourth set. Don't go anywhere. This could be a fun finish on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
Back here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network, where we are set for the fourth set of action in Hayes Gymnasium. Right there in that third set, North Greenville didn't really attack that well. Their attacking percentage was just below the hundreds, as right there getting it quickly started was Ansley Stovall. But Southern Wesleyan was negative 300. So again, not something they want to continue if they want a chance to extend this to a fifth and final set. As Samantha Ball, meanwhile, North Greenville hits that out, but they're trying to get this done in 4. So again, it's a race to see what team has the momentum, what team can get it done, as has not been the cleanest of games for either team. But all in all, it's been a fun one to watch. And a Fidelki, meanwhile, gets North Greenville on the board down the line, connects with it. It's going to be a 1-2 score, as, again, they're in action tonight, both these teams. Tomorrow, Southern Wesleyan will travel to Belmont Abbey, or back up north, I should say, to Belmont Abbey. They'll take on the Crusaders of Belmont Abbey up there. And Southern Wesleyan will be North Greenville will be at Erskine tomorrow for a game as well. As that is going to hit the top of the gym. That's going to hit a bunch of different beams on the top. The good thing about being down here now near the courts is you can see the ball hit the beams. Up top, you kind of have to guess through the air filter if it hits the beam. If it goes straight down, it's 95% of the time it's going to be because of the beam. But right there, the ball just kind of got stuck up there. Good play there by Wolf, getting over the top, but Allison Ball was right there. Fulton over near Stovall. Freeman in the middle, claims it. Fidelki calling for it, backside, couldn't get anything. Stovall tracking 2 blockers. Ball holds it. Fidelki gets it over. Fulton setting up. Gentry, that was off Gentry's chest. Got a rally going on here as Fidelki's outstretched arms get it. Fidelki's going to set it up. Now, Ball's going to set it to Freeman. Freeman gets through the middle. Fulton to Andres, and Andres tried to find the back line. Gentry was right there. Fidelki over to Haley. Fulton tried to get a quick set going. North Greenville was all over that one. Fidelki just sails it out. So after all that, Fidelki sails it out. A long point there from both sides. Southern Wesleyan comes out with it. So 3-2 will be our score. And Kaylee Covey will serve for the Warriors. And that one's going to sail right out, happen right in front of us, so we have a clear angle of that one right there. So should be 3-3, not 4-2. As they're quickly changing the score. As the score is now corrected on your screen, and that one's going to go North Greenville, so we could have just left the 4 up there on the North Greenville side, as right there, Southern Wesleyan's attacking percentage is dwindling and dwindling and dwindling down. They're back in the negatives this set. Gentry serves now. That one's going to sail way out of bounds, so got a little too much air under that one. She likes to hit line drive, so she tries to keep it close to the net. That time it was above the red stick, and it's probably going to be out of bounds most of the time if she can't get that height down. Amaya Span will check in. She will be serving now for the Warriors. Fidelki with that runner on the right side, and it's going to go to North Greenville. That point counts. It was going to be North Greenville's point anyways, as that was the 3rd hit before they called the whistle. But Fidelki, that runner to the right, to her right on her strong side, is devastating. Unless over there is Michaela Andres, it's just been devastating for the Warriors as they've had really no answer to it. Just catches Southern Wesleyan off guard and off beat. Andres gets that one over to the heart of the defense. Freeman rising up for that one. And Haley Freeman, again, her game trending in the right direction, going up. That's going to be her 6th kill of the night. That's the 3rd most on North Greenville's lineup. Crimmins got that serve up and getting it over. Really innovative there by Megan Gillian, getting her first action. And Gentry, the diving effort, trying to save that one, but could not. So Southern Wesleyan with a good response there. As Tegan Foster will come back in to serve. She's played all 4 sets here. We didn't see her play every set, I do not believe, last year in the 2 games. She's a really nice serve. Tegan Foster serving right to Gentry. Freeman is going to get another crack at it, and that one's going to land inbounds. So Freeman thought it was out. Every time the freshman rises up, you expect something electric to happen. So 6-6 is going to be your score. Allison Ball over to Funderburk. Allison Ball gets it up. Spawn over to North Greenville's side. Freeman's going to get a crack at it. Freeman on the back line just drapes it down beautifully, and it's going to be 6-7 in favor of North Greenville after that one. Emma Otto will check in and serve. And her serve now, as whistle blows, is going to be up. A little laser down the line. Andres blocked at the net by Funderburk. So Andres tried to, her arm angle went down to the right a little bit, trying to get it around Funderburk. It ended up being right into the hands of Funderburk. Otto will serve again. She's been in 3 of the sets here for North Greenville so far. Was very important in that second set win, as Samantha Ball flies in and just sails it just out of bounds. Looked beautiful from here, but Samantha Ball just sailed it a little bit out. So now Sarah Mitchell will be serving for the Warriors. And this point hits the goal, and that one hit the goal once again, so hit the beam of the basketball goal twice on that one. Unfortunate for Otto and Crimmins. But this set alone has been the most competitive early on, as we've seen really big leads from either team in all 3 of the previous sets. So again, great volleyball going on here in Hayes Gymnasium tonight, as Samantha Ball gets it right back for North Greenville. And now you see Gabby Rice checking in. So Gabby Rice wasn't on the floor for the start of the 4th set, so we could not get the instant automatic Gabby Rice point that it seems to always be for North Greenville. Blocked there by Allison Ball. She got up on that one. And just a little bit short on that one. Allison Ball, only 5'7", got up and blocked that kill attempt by Andres, but North Greenville not able to get the point. Now Katie Fulton will serve for the Warriors. 9-9 is your score. This has been a very close match. Allison Ball to Rice, and Rice's automatic point does not work out that time, so North Greenville back at it again. It's going to go to Samantha Ball on the left side. She's blocked by Haley. Allison Ball's got to get it over and lands it in. Great play there by Allison Ball. Solid gap she liked and just raised it right over to the left side. Fidelki coming in for Crimmins. So you got Fidelki, who is 6'2", and Gabby Rice, who's 6 foot right there. That one is just under hit, as Andres tried to set up Haley on that one, could not. Allison Ball serving. Otto on the back line. Fidelki scrambling for it. Southern Wesleyan's going to be able to get it back over. Great scramble there. Rice tried to attract an extra hitter, could not, but that one is blocked out. So Allison Ball continues her serving dominance. Every time she has served, North Greenville, great things have happened. As that one looks like it just hit the net, so coming up short there was Wolf. 13-9 is your score. Coach Collins trying to give her ladies some words of encouragement, sensing their urgency and desperation in this match, as it looks like it might be getting away from them a little bit. Diving efforts by Otto, get it across. Right back Wolf. Otto reached right there, and North Greenville's assistant coach on the court right now, Coach Foster. Definitely stressing something she saw right there. Otto looked like might have been a little late on the rotation. Not sure what that discussion was about. But nonetheless, we are back to action. As right there, just paints it right inside. It looked like that one might have been a iffer. That situation, it hit the red line barely. Line judge called it in. 13-11 is your score. Otto just sets it up, and right there, Otto almost set up Briley Wolf. So 12-13 is your score. Southern Wesleyan finds himself down by 1. And this will be another great shot there by Andres, and then Otto will come out. Freeman will come in. North Greenville's side has gotten a little quiet. On the back of Michaela Andres now for the Warriors. Good things have happened for the Warriors when she has been serving. Fidelki on the outside trying to get it back for North Greenville. Could not. Freeman sets it across. Ball had to awkwardly attempt to get that one. Fulton over is blocked right there by Fidelki. Looked like Fidelki might have got a hit by Rice. They were right there, right next to each other. 14-13, North Greenville leads. This set has been neck and neck. We are in for a thrilling finish. Samantha Ball. Serving. Up near to Kobe. Fulton gets it back line to Andres. She gets it over. Ball will come up. The ball to Rice connection. Gabby Rice picking up her first kill of the 4th set. 15-13 is your score. Samantha Ball. And right there, right back at it is Briley Wolf. Says, anything you can do, I can do better. Gets that one to the Warriors. 15-14 your lead. Again, if you're still watching, we'd like to thank you for watching this broadcast of women's volleyball on the Conference Carolinas digital network. This one's not done yet, as this one's been a fun one. It's far from over. Freeman gets it over. Pulling over to Haley. See, that was Stovall. Freeman just hits the net, so just a little bit short. And now North Greenville has allowed this one to be tied up once again. (15-15) is your score. Number 15, Haley Freeman, getting a conversation from Coach Mosley after that point. Both teams sensing this set being so important, as this could be the difference between a lot of fatigue tomorrow, as well as both teams play tomorrow. A 5-set match going into tomorrow is not something you want to have, especially if you're on the winning side. And that one's going to go out, so North Greenville gives the lead back to Southern Wesleyan. Back and forth, knockout punch after knockout punch. Here we go. 16-15 is your score. Haley Covey will serve. That ball was just tickling both sides of the net, and it came down just out of bounds on the Southern Wesleyan side. Covey's serve is up. Gentry hits it. That ball hits the beam, and that's right there. It's the first time I believe the ball has hit the 3 white beams, and Coach Mosley will take a timeout. 17-15, Southern Wesleyan has a little bit of a lead, has a little bit of a momentum. We'll be right back for the finish of this set on the Conference Carolinas digital network. Don't go anywhere. Back on the Conference Carolinas digital network, coming out of that Coach Greg Mosley timeout for North Greenville. Covey will get us back on our way. 8 points away from Southern Wesleyan, extending this to a 5th set. Fidelki trying to find an answer and does to that. Great response from North Greenville coming out of that timeout. Both teams have a lot of energy right now. This crowd has been rejuvenated after some kind of back and forth play. It's getting late in this, or a little late in this 4th set, not too late yet, so Macy Gentry will serve. A lot of time for both teams to make a comeback, perhaps. Ball over to Freeman. Freeman had to adjust, little floater. And now Stovall right there. That one's going to land just out. So North Greenville ties it back up, back-to-back points. And Macy Gentry will serve for the Trailblazers. 17-17, all knotted up here. Andres over backside. That ball was blocked, but still in the air. Stovall gets it across the line. Was trying to get it across as well. And right there, Samantha Ball just drapes that one in. Some people in the crowd not really liking that call, but looked like that one sailed out from here. 18-17. Southern Wesleyan hanging in there. North Greenville, again, trying to close this one out. Trying to avoid a 5th set. Southern Wesleyan would love to extend this to a 5th set. Even with their match tomorrow, they want to try and win this one. They did not win a set at all last year versus North Greenville, as that one's going to sail out. But took the first set here with, looked like all the momentum and with ease. It was 25-16, but North Greenville has had back-to-back sets where they've responded with 25-21 and 25-14. To make it where we're at right now, 18 all in the 4th set. Mitchell right there, and Ball unable to get there. Diving efforts. Looked like just hit it a little down. And Tegan Foster will check back in. 18-19 is our score in favor of Southern Wesleyan. So again, you need to win by 2, as right there it's going to be, and it looks like it might have been an inadvertent whistle. It was going to be an inadvertent whistle, so looked like it was going to be an ace. But that ball took a North Greenville bounce off the front of the net to give Allison Ball a shot and set it up for Freeman. So we're going to redo the points here. Tegan Foster will serve it up once again. And same members, it came to North Greenville, and that ball was tipped on the line. Doesn't matter. Freeman gets it up and over. It's going to be 19-19. As she's getting instruction from Coach Mosley. She will now hit it. Right there, back line. Andres finds Gentry, and Freeman maybe a little sleepy on the backside. So Andres, every time they made a big point, it's been her to take care of things. She has the second highest hitting percentage on the team, and that's saying a lot because it is a .057. Samantha Ball, the ball is tipped. Got to get it and back in play. They do. Andres once again droops it, hits the head of Freeman. Got to get it over. They do. It was the third hit. And right there, Gillian tried to sneak it around. Tegan Foster gets it. Spawn sets up. It was like Funderburg took advantage of that mishit by Spawn and just got it right over the net, right behind Gillian, where she probably would have or was wanting to be. So 20-20, we see the score be once again. Samantha Ball will do Tegan Foster up in the air. Now to Andres. Andres blocked, but out of bounds. Allison Ball tried her best to get up there with Andres. Could not. The stars for both of these, each of their respective teams. In on that play there. Katie Fulton serving, potentially 4 points away from extending this to a fifth and final set. Ball over to Samantha Ball. The double ball connection works out across the line, paints it beautifully on that right corner. Samantha Ball, anytime North Greenville has needed her to come through, she has in huge ways. And now that gives Allison Ball the chance to serve, and we've seen what happens when she's able to serve. So Southern Wesleyan's got to be on their heels, got to be on their toes, on this point. As right there, that Ball is able to keep that in. Great play there by Allison Ball. And Wolf right there, Southern Wesleyan, what a response. Briley Wolf, the freshman from Valdosta, Georgia, putting on a clinic in the middle, leads her team in kills. And that was a huge point because Allison Ball has had the momentum, and every time she serves, there's been multiple points racked up for North Greenville, but not now. Southern Wesleyan now has a 1-point lead, and Andres, who has been on the side of a bunch of runs for Southern Wesleyan, will be serving. Fidelki over. Great play there, keeping it in the air. Andres is going to have to get it over. Freeman dives for it. Backside to Fidelki. That ball's tipped, and Fidelki ties it up at 22 apiece. Fidelki with a huge point, and Coach Collins is going to call a timeout. So 22-22 is your score. Minute 15 break here. We're going to take a short break, catch our breaths with them. You're watching the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. .22-22 coming out of the break. All knotted up. North Greenville and Samantha Ball will be serving. This set has gone back and forth. By far the best set we've seen from both teams competitively. As I almost heard a pin drop just now. That ball is up in the air and down the line, getting it back wall was Carson Haley right near our table, putting Southern Wesleyan up and giving the serve back to Kaylee Covey, who seemed like who was serving not too long ago. Covey serving 2 points away potentially from getting the second set of three they need. Saving it is Andres on the back line. Right there going back to Haley. And Rice looks like just tripped over herself. Fidelki might have thought Fidelki tipped it as well, but could not. So Coach Mosley will take a timeout. 24-22 is your score. And right now, Coach Mosley sensing the desperation of this fourth set. So short break we're going to take. Don't go anywhere. Grab your popcorn. This one might be going to 5. Who knows? 24-22 is your score on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Back here for the finish of this fourth set. Southern Wesleyan with set points here. Kaylee Covey on the brisk of extending this to a fifth set. Can Southern Wesleyan finish this off? Serve is up, and it's going to be out. Very, very close call there. Line judge was a little hesitant right behind that North Greenville bench. made the call in favor of North Greenville, and obviously excited about that. Gentry will be serving down by 1. Huge point here. Still set point for the Warriors. Ball's up in the net. Haley hits it and finds it right behind Freeman. Funderburk tried to dive for it. She was well aware of what was going on, just a little too late. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a 5th and final set here in Hayes Gymnasium. Get your water break, get you something to drink. 3-minute break here before the start of this 5th and final set. You're watching the Conference Carolinas Digital Network right here back at Hayes Gymnasium in just a minute.
Beginning, it was super hard being away from my family, from all my friends, but now I think it was the best opportunity I ever had in my life. As an international student, I'm always pursuing to be the best version of myself. Tennis taught me how to be resilient and how to never give up. The people I met at NGU, they're the most warming and welcoming people I ever met. I'm Naomi Sakakibara and I'm a Trailblazer.
Fifth and final set here as Coach Collins and Coach Mosley depart from their teams. Let them back on the courts here for a race to 15, as we like to call it here. The final 15 points, unless it goes extended for this match. Southern Wesleyan picking up their second set win here. As again, a year ago, they were a combined swept 6-0, playing North Greenville head-to-head. This time it's been way more competitive. And as a result, there's going to be a fifth and final set as Allison Ball, it just caught me a little off guard there as she hits the net for the first time. And that's the first error in quite some time for North Greenville on a serve. Andres will now serve for Southern Wesleyan, and almost an ace. Picked it up. 2 Trailblazers on the ground for that. Haley gets it through the hands of Ball and Gabby Rice. So 2-0 just like that. Southern Wesleyan has the momentum. They didn't even statistically outperform North Greenville in that fourth set. Just when it mattered the most, they were able to get that 2-point lead to give them that set win. It was back and forth as Fidelki tries to set with that one. Back up in the air now as Gentry. Ball over to Fidelki. They're going to give her another shot at it. And they're going to give it now to Stovall. And right there, Rice and Fidelki just a little bit out of position, trying to work their way back from where that ball was first hit. Ansley Stovall gives Southern Wesleyan a quick 3-0 lead. Again, they will switch sides after or in the middle of this set. Andres over to Fidelki. Fidelki's got to get it to Allison Ball across. She tries her little rainbow drooper. Does not work. Haley now. That ball's tipped at the line. And Southern Wesleyan 4-0. Coach Mosley on the court in dismay and anger. You see it in his eyes. It's going to call a timeout. 4-0 is your score on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. We'll be right back. Back on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network here for the finish of this fifth set. 4-0 is your score. Southern Wesleyan has come out to a commanding 4-0 lead, and North Greenville is on the ropes of getting upset here at home in a conference bout. Michaela Andres serving once again, a very low serve, just dripping over the net. Fidelki with authority. Anna Fidelki down the middle. Right there, I mean, she looks startled, but right there, it's just like, why couldn't I do that earlier, or just to get an opportunity to do that early on? She's got to move past it. 4-1 is your score. That's going to be an ace, as miss-hitting it there was Covey, so Samantha Ball. Looks like it's going to be jump, however. They're going to call a redo on that, and not sure what happened there. Coach Mosley getting an explanation. Looks like Coach Mosley, it's another rotation error. It looks like maybe one of our ball boys got in the way. I'm not sure what happened. But it looked like they told somebody to sit down in the crowd, and it was one of the athletic staff for the night for North Greenville. So, again, interestingly enough, it's going to be 1-4 and 5-1 now. Southern Wesleyan, huge turn of events, as it was 4-2. It was going to be 4-2 in favor of Southern Wesleyan, but North Greenville serving. Now it's 5-1, Southern Wesleyan serving. And Fidelki seems very frustrated now after mishitting that and getting called for another rotation error. It just looks like she was trying to seek some explanation from the official over near the near side of the scorer's table, but really has not got one tonight. As right there, another violation, and Fidelki is livid. She just can't believe it. Visibly livid, not verbally livid, but again, this frustration, they got to try and move past it, as this match is pretty much getting away from them because of this. 6-1, 5-point lead for Southern Wesleyan, and they got to find an answer here if you're North Greenville very quickly. Hits the light on the top, so Freeman is unable to adjust to that. 7-1 is your score, and another timeout is going to be called by Coach Mosley. So huge turn of events here. 7-1 is going to be your score on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. We're going to take a short break. Let's see if North Greenville can respond coming out of this break and a timeout by Coach Mosley. (7-1) the score here as North Greenville finds themselves in a deep hole they got to try and dig themselves out of, and in a hurry. Covey's going to serve. She's been serving in very big runs for Southern Wesleyan and huge impactful plays as ball's just not up in the net right now. And down the line, right there with emphasis, Katie Fulton. Two teams will switch sides. Fulton, that's going to be her first kill of the night. And Southern Wesleyan with a 7-point lead, 7 points away from a 5-set victory. If this ends up in Southern Wesleyan's hands, this is going to be devastating for North Greenville as they're going to be traveling to Erskine tomorrow, but giving up a 2-1 or blowing a 2-1 lead is not something you want to come and have to play back-to-back days out of. Covey will serve now. Gentry in the air to Freeman. Freeman finds it now, and that's got to get some sort of energy, motivation for North Greenville. Freeman trying to put a spark in this team when they need it the absolute most. 8-2, they are down. Macy Gentry. Gentry will now serve after a brief discussion with some of the officials. Fulton over to Haley. Haley just sails it out. So North Greenville trickling away at this lead one by one. This is what they have to do in order to get back into this one. Not saying they are out, but again, you don't want to have it to be, you don't want it to be too little too late. As Gentry serves that one, it's going to go out. So again, back-to-back errors. Southern Wesleyan gets bailed out, and North Greenville puts themselves in more of a hole there. Maya Spahn will come back in. Junior, setter out of Houston, Texas. She will serve. Gentry will control it, and no one home. North Greenville, Samantha Ball and Haley Freeman right there, and both of the coaches on North Greenville's sideline just shaking their heads after that point. Really can't believe it. Freeman gets it over. Spahn over to Stovall, and right there, it's got to get something. Fidelki blocks Stovall on that kill attempt. And Crimmins will come in and serve. So 10-4 is your score. North Greenville, very big sense of desperation right now. You can feel it in the building. Got to get something going. Mitchell gets it across. Ball's going to set up for Funderburk. Funderburk's going to save it. Freeman's going to tip it on North Greenville's side, so that's going to go to Southern Wesleyan. And Southern Wesleyan, the energy, you can feel it here, 11-4. Tegan Foster will be serving now. 4 points away from victory. And that one's going to hit the net, so an error there by Southern Wesleyan, and that's something you don't want to do here. Again, we've seen a lot of crazy comebacks in the fifth set here. We've had a couple of them in home matches. North Greenville on both sides of that. or on both sides of the outcomes. And trying to come back in this one once again. Lands out by maybe 4 or 5 inches, 6, 7 perhaps. But nonetheless, 12-5 is going to be your score. Faith Paxton will serve 3 points away from victory for the Warriors. It'd be a huge, huge win for them if they're able to pull this off. Crimmins gets it over. Wolf just gets on the back line, and North Greenville just seems like they're just out of sync and shambles. No communication on that one. Wolf just kind of paints it on the back line. Ball able to get it back, and Wolf gets it over. What a play there by Southern Wesleyan after Allison Ball's attempt. Samantha Ball, the double ball connection. 13-6 is your score. 7-point lead. North Greenville, this might be perhaps their last gasp. Reagan Funderburk set to serve. Her serve is up. And Wolf right there, Samantha Ball saves it. Allison Ball with a diving attempt. Spawn and Covey get that one back. Southern Wesleyan. Rice just hits the net. Ends it short, and Southern Wesleyan now 1 point away from pulling off this upset here in Tigerville, South Carolina. North Greenville's crowd is stunned. You can hear a pin drop in here. The current moments. Southern Wesleyan on the brink of victory here. Match points for the Warriors. Freeman controls it. Over to Samantha Ball. Samantha Ball's blocked. Freeman scrambling for it, gets it across. Allison Ball tried to find a back line, could not. Haley gets Freeman. The ball's back in the air. They got to get it over. Freeman does so. Good hustle there by the Trailblazer squad. And putting it away right there is Michaela Andrus. After getting swept last year back-to-back times, Southern Wesleyan comes in here and shocks North Greenville 3-2, taking it 15-6. In the final set is your score. What a comeback by the Warriors to even out their record to 5-5 and improve to 3-3 in conference play. This crowd is absolutely stunned. Cannot get over that. Southern Wesleyan's crowd cheering for him now. And back to the drawing board. Coach Mosley and Coach Foster are definitely going to go for his group. But got to be short-lived if you're North Greenville, as they will be at the Flying Fleet tomorrow, taking on Erskine there. And Southern Wesleyan will be at Belmont Abbey tomorrow. So be on the lookout for those games, as well as a lot of Conference Carolina soccer and football games as well. We'd like to thank you for watching the Conference Carolina's Digital Network. I'm Mark Gonzalez, signing off for now. Southern Wesleyan wins this one 3-2. Good night, everyone.